We're trying to reach a milestone here at Dolphins today. We're almost at 40,000 subscribers. Help us get there by the end of the week and go down and subscribe to the channel right now. Dolphins fans, today we are presented by Manscaped, and Manscaped has launched a new beard grooming kit. We're going to tell you more about that later on in today's show. Welcome in to today's show. I am Will Scott. You are watching Dolphins Today. We got some more trade rumors to discuss here on today's show. Obviously, a lot of trade rumors this week for the Fins. The latest name being linked to Miami is Jalen Ramsey. PFF lists the Dolphins as a possible trade destination for the Rams corner, who is one of the best defensive backs in the National Football League. Here's what PFF said about Ramsey to Miami. The Dolphins have been among the most aggressive teams in the National Football League over the past few offseasons, notably trading first-round picks for wide receiver Tyreek Hill and edge defender Bradley Chubb over the course of the 2022 season. Why stop there? Ramsey began his NFL career with the Jacksonville Jaguars, so he continues his football journey back to Florida with new defensive coordinator Vic Fangio. Fangio's zone-heavy defensive scheme has already proven to be a great fit for Ramsey. Fangio could deploy Ramsey as the star in the defense, with Xavier Howard staying out wide. That would allow the Dolphins to get the most out of Ramsey in the slot, down to the box, and really all over the formation. So PFF released an article earlier this week kind of saying, okay, here's 5 potential trades to watch for. And one of those trades, all of them were pretty much blockbuster trades, but one of those trades was Jalen Ramsey to the Dolphins. That would be wild. Now, do you want to trade for Jalen Ramsey? Type T for trade or P for pass down in the comment section. It is the pinned comment, so when you get hit with an ad break here in a second, go down and chime in. Taking a look at the Dolphins cornerback situation. Some of y'all have commented, Will, why do you have Byron Jones on here? Well, he's still technically on this team, obviously, and we're kind of just going off this website called Our Lads. And Byron Jones, if he were to come back next year, would probably be the starting corner, but I would not expect Byron to come back. And then you have Nick Needham, who's a free agent. So you might lose Needham. You're probably going to get rid of Byron Jones. He is a prime cut candidate. So the Dolphins could certainly use a big name like Ramsey at this position to pair with Xavier Howard. Taking a look at what Ramsey did this past season, I think a lot of people think that Ramsey might be a little bit washed. Well, I run these numbers by you. 88 tackles. That was a career high. He tied a career high with 4 interceptions, and his 86.4 PFF grade was third highest amongst all corners in the National Football League. This is still a really, really solid player. I think he's playing his best football right now. Some people are like, oh, he's not in his prime anymore. I respectfully disagree. This is still a really good player and would make Miami a lot better defensively. We're going to show you a trade idea on Jalen Ramsey here in a second. But first, we got some breaking news here on Dolphins Day. Our friends over at Manscaped are now selling beard products. That's right. Our friends at Manscaped have gone from Balls Mafia to Beard Mafia in 2023 to help you to keep you well groomed from head to toe with their brand new Beard Hedger Pro Kit in this package. It all starts with a Beard Hedger. This cordless trimmer has a rotary wheel with 20 hair cutting links, all with one guard. So no more messy drawers full of extra add-ons. Sculpt your beard to championship level this offseason with Manscaped, and tame your mane by going to manscaped.com for 20% off plus free shipping with code Dolphins. Again, manscaped.com. Promo code Dolphins, 20% off plus free shipping. It comes with the Beard Hedger. It comes with beard shampoo and conditioner. It comes with beard oil. It comes with beard balm as well. And what I really like about this particular beard trimmer, right, is it comes with this rotary wheel with 20 different links. So my previous hedger, it just didn't, and this was not for Manscaped, obviously. Manscaped wouldn't have screwed up my beard. Manscaped's making my beard look fresh. Bruce Group, does my beard look pretty fresh right now? It looks very fresh. So it was taken off either too much or too little. Manscaped has 20 different options here in terms of cutting. So I typically am a 3. I get it nice and tight. It looks really good. If you have a more thick beard, maybe you go, I don't know, maybe a 9 or a 10. If you want a 5 o'clock shadow look, you can do that as well. Just go down to 1 here. I love this beard hedger. It's keeping my beard fresh. Before, I was like scared to trim it. Like, oh, I don't want to take too much off. I don't want to, take a little bit off. You don't have the problem with Manscaped. Manscaped is great, and they're going to take care of you with this beard hedger. Again, 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com. Promo code Dolphins. That link, that promo code in the comments and the description of today's video. Going back to Jalen Ramsey, he would be a star in Miami. You bring him in, he's your best player on defense right then and there. With a new defensive coordinator, Vic Fangio, I think Jalen Ramsey would excel in Miami, maybe play his best football yet. Now, here's the PFF trade idea. Now, when I saw this trade idea, I'm like, okay, it's got to include a first-round pick, right? No, PFF is saying the Dolphins can land Jalen Ramsey without giving up a first-round pick, giving up their second-round pick in 2023 this year, and then their second-round pick next year. So 2 second-round picks. Dolphins would acquire Jalen Ramsey and a 2023 fifth-round pick. Not a bad deal for the Dolphins. I know that you're parting with that second-round pick this year, which is your first selection, but you're not having to give up a first-round pick to get one of the best corners in football. Now, would you do this trade? Type D for deal or type ND for no deal down in the comments section. Let me know what you would do. Type D for deal or ND for no deal down in the comments section. Would you do this trade? Now, I would struggle to part with that second-round pick this year because this draft class at the running back position, at the tight end position, on the offensive line is loaded. And those are 3 pretty big team needs. When I'm looking at some potential options for the Dolphins in the second round, I'm like, man, they can get a potential all-rookie team player in the second round, whether that's Sean Tucker, whether that's Darnell Washington, whether that's Tyjae Spears, the Tulane running back. There's going to be some really good players on the board when the Dolphins pick late in the second round. So I'm a little bit iffy about parting with that pick, but the possibility of getting Jalen Ramsey, a player of his caliber, without having to part with a first-round pick is really intriguing to me. And you got to know that Dolphins general manager Chris Grier would be interested if Ramsey became available. Grier is a home run hitter. He went out and swung for Tyreek Hill. He got him. He went and got Bradley Chubb at the trade deadline. He went and signed Teron Armstead last year in free agency. Chris Grier has always gone for the home run ball if Jalen Ramsey's available. And as we know, cornerback is certainly a team need on this football team. You got to know Chris Grier is going to pick up the call and say F them picks to the guy that started F them picks, Les Snead. Cornerback free agents, taking a look at these options. So if you don't trade for Jalen Ramsey, you have some good options here. Marcus Peters, John Jones, James Bradbury, Bradley Roby, Greedy Williams. Ramsey would be great, but if you can sign, let's say, John Jones and not have to give up any draft picks, obviously, to get him because you'd be signing him in free agency, not trading for him, I think I would prefer that. But if they trade for Jalen Ramsey, I'll tell you what, we're going to have a party here on Dolphins today. Don't you worry about that. Now, like the video, though, if you're excited about free agency, begins next month, and we're going to see the Dolphins making trades. We're going to see the Dolphins signing some guys. Hit the thumbs up icon. Like the video if you are excited about free agency. Cameron Wolf tweeted this out. I want to hit on this news. Dolphins are hiring Eagles assistant Joe Casper as safeties coach per source. Casper had significant interest elsewhere, but chose Miami, where he will coach at safeties, a position he coached and played much of his career, and he gets to learn from new Dolphins defensive coordinator Vic Fangio. So another hire has been made by the Dolphins. They have found their safeties coach, and we are seeing Mike McDaniel and Vic Fangio put together an all-star coaching staff, and I think a lot of you are going to have the question, though, Will, what does this mean for Sam Madison? Sam Madison's still on staff, right? You have Casper coming in. He is the safeties coach. Sam Madison is the cornerbacks coach. And Vic Fangio confirmed in his introductory press conference the other day that Sam Madison will remain on staff, as well as linebackers coach Anthony Campanelli. Madison did a phenomenal job with Kader Kohou and some of those young guys on the defense this year. So Sam Madison, he's a Dolphins legend. He's a great coach. They're doing the right thing, keeping him around. So I just wanted to clear that up because I know with some of the hires the Dolphins have made, y'all are wondering if Sam Madison is going to remain on the staff, but he most definitely is. Also, this news, Dolphin Nation tweeted this. The Dolphins are taking a good look at Louisiana Tech cornerback Miles Brooks in the draft process per Sun Sentinel Miami Dolphins page. Taking a look at what Brooks did this past season at Louisiana Tech. 3 interceptions, 29 tackles, 8 pass breakups. He's a solid player, and when you're looking at him as a prospect, he could be a late day 3 pick, and he could be a day 3 steal. He's 6'2", matches up well with some of those bigger receivers he faced over there at Louisiana Tech. Can anticipate well. He's physical, good instincts. Maybe needs to bulk up a little bit, but if you have an opportunity, draft this guy 6th or 7th round, which he's projected to be a day 3 pick, you should probably do it. Add some more depth to that cornerback room. And keep in mind, Kader Kohou, who was an all-rookie team guy for the Dolphins this year, was an undrafted free agent. So just because, Brooks might be a day 3 pick doesn't mean that he cannot contribute right away. He can come in and make an impact on the Dolphins, as we saw with Kader Kohou last season. Now, do you want to draft Miles Brooks, the Louisiana Tech cornerback? We'll learn more about him in the coming weeks, I'm sure, but type Y for yes and for no down in the comment section. I'm excited to watch Brooks at the Combine. I'm excited to watch some other Dolphins draft targets at the Combine. We're going to get you some videos next week about guys to watch for at the Combine, and then maybe after the Combine, kind of break down some Dolphins draft targets. But you should be watching for tight ends. You should be watching for offensive linemen. You should be watching for running backs and maybe corners as well. Some team needs on the Dolphins.